This is your first official visit to South Africa, and I hope, Minister, that it is the first of many. I believe today marks the start of us working together on a further strengthening of the strong bilateral relations which exist already between our two countries. We've had occasion to meet virtually during the lockdown period and exchanged open views on several contemporary issues. I hope this positive interaction will continue into the future and contribute to building strong, mutually beneficial relations. This year, as we've discussed in our tete-a-tete, has been a tumultuous year for all humanity. We're all grappling with the challenge of COVID-19 and with continuing to sustain international cooperation in a context of reduced opportunity for direct physical contact. We are most grateful as South Africa for the support many of our global partners provided to Africa and South Africa during our most challenging moments. Saudi Arabia has played a critical role in ensuring global responsiveness during its leadership of the G20. South Africa has played a key role in developing a coordinated African response to the pandemic from the health and economic perspectives. Saudi Arabia's support for Africa's call for debt relief and debt standstill agreements has been invaluable. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia occupies a very strategic role in the Middle East, and I believe that our cooperation could see both our countries playing a central role in helping to achieve peace, justice, stability and development in our regions. Your Highness, there are many challenges and opportunities confronting the new normal of this COVID-19 reality. I hope our deliberations will lay a firm foundation for assisting our countries to achieve their development objectives and priorities. I believe that there are many areas of collaboration that we certainly could spur as the two foreign ministers of our countries to encourage our colleagues in a range of sectors to work far more deliberately and effectively together. Our country and our President have been most appreciative of the ready support the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has given to President Ramaphosa's investment drive. The foreign direct investment by Saudi Arabia will make a sterling contribution to our ambition to grow our economy and create employment. When President Ramaphosa made his first State of the Nation address and stated his ambition to raise at minimum $100 billion as foreign direct investment into South Africa, as ministers, we were all nervous. However, with the support of countries such as the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the private sector within such countries, we are beginning to see that this target is possible. So, Minister, let me conclude by welcoming you most sincerely to our country, and I look forward to our deliberations today.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Your Excellency, Minister Pandor. Thank you, esteemed colleagues, for the very warm welcome that we have received on our visit today. It is indeed a great honor for me and also for my team to be able to visit South Africa today. It is my first official visit and my first visit at all to South Africa, and as we discussed, I sincerely hope it will be by no means my last. The relationship between the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Republic of South Africa goes back many decades, and it is a relationship built on, I think, a very strong alignment of views, both on the importance of both our countries in the regional context, but also an alignment on our perspectives on on global good governance and on the importance of multilateral cooperation and on the seeking of peace and justice through negotiations and through multilateral cooperation. We have worked very well together, but there are prospects for much better cooperation, and I hope that this visit and the continuing visits between us will increase the level of cooperation both in the bilateral but also in the multilateral arena. South Africa, as the leading economy and one of the driving forces in the African continent, is a key strategic partner for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, both from a political but also from an economic point of view. We have already begun developing joint investment projects. Saudi's companies are already very active in the Republic of South Africa, but there is a strong feeling in the Kingdom that the avenues for cooperation are much broader than we have already seen, and that we need to continue to work to further that cooperation. Again, back to the political side, we have seen eye to eye in almost all issues. We talked briefly in our tete-a-tete about our joint concern for the plight of the Palestinian people and the importance of encouraging both the Palestinians and Israelis to return to the negotiating table in order to ensure a fair and just resolution to that conflict. We, of course, will also, during our discussions, talk about our concerns about regional stability, both within the African continent but also within the Middle East, and the role that both our countries can play to support that stability. We have worked very well together in the G20. South Africa's support for Saudi Arabia's presidency of the G20 this past year has been critical, and without the support of our partners, including South Africa, we could not have so successfully concluded our presidency without what we believe was a very strong communique that addressed many of the issues facing our global community, both in the longer term but also the short term as related to COVID-19. And we led, as part of our G20 presidency, the global response to the financial impacts but also the health impacts, and we were able, again with the support of our partners, including South Africa, to bring together $11 trillion of stimulus, $21 billion of support for COVID response. That number is still below what we need. We still need to continue to work towards increasing global support for COVID response, especially as concerns the fair and equitable delivery and distribution of the vaccine, which we are now seeing starting to come online, which is giving us hope. But we have to make sure that the poorest countries have access to that vaccine, because until everyone is safe, none of us are safe. And we will continue to work with our partners to try and make sure that that is addressed. Debt relief for the least developed countries, $14 billion, was also an important result of our G20 presidency, and again something that we could not have achieved without the support of our partners. So I think the lessons that we continue to learn is that we live in this global community and that we must address issues as a community and work together. South Africa has been a leader, I think, on the global stage in that spirit and in working towards addressing global challenges in a global context. So we are very pleased to be able to continue to work together on those issues, and I look forward to our discussions in the guests.